The Langbiang Biosphere Reserve, located in Lam Dong Province, southern Vietnam, was recognized by UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve in 2015. Covering an area of approximately 275,439 hectares, Langbiang is renowned for its diverse ecosystems, ranging from tropical forests, evergreen forests to wetlands and grasslands, creating a rich habitat for many species of flora and fauna, especially birds. Additionally, the varied topography, habitat, and climate changes with elevation have contributed to making Langbiang Biosphere Reserve a center of biodiversity in Vietnam. This place is not only home to many rare vascular plants, but also a habitat for many endemic animal species in Vietnam. As part of the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve, Bidoup-Nui Ba National Park is situated in the central Lam Vien Plateau, in Lac Duong and Dam Rong districts of Lam Dong Province, 35 kilometers from Dalat City along Provincial Road 723. It is known as the Roof of the Central Highlands. Established in 2004, its name is derived from the two highest peaks of the Lam Vien Plateau. Bidoup, 2,287 meters, the highest peak in Lam Dong, and Nui Ba, 2,167 meters. It is one of the largest national parks in Vietnam. In 2015, the national park was recognized as part of the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve by UNESCO. The national park lies within the Annamite Range ecoregion and includes two types of forests, coniferous and evergreen forests. It is recorded to have over 1,933 species of vascular plants, including 96 endemic species and 62 rare species listed in the 2009 IUCN Red List. In terms of fauna, the park is home to 441 species of vertebrates, 32 of which are listed in the IUCN Red List, including many rare species such as the pygmy loris, black-shanked duck lungor, southern white-cheeked gibbon, northern yellow-cheeked gibbon, Asian black bear, dhole, gaur, and banteng. Located within the Central Highlands endemic bird area, the national park is also home to restricted range species like the crested argus, yellow-billed nuthatch, black-headed parrotbill, gray-crowned Crocias, and Vietnamese Greenfinch. This area is also one of Vietnam's bird diversity centers, with about 400 recorded bird species, including many endemic, rare, and threatened species on both national and global scales. Additionally, the buffer zone of the Biosphere Reserve includes two other important international bird areas, Ta Nung and Twin Lam Lake. Therefore, the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve plays a vital role in bird diversity research, monitoring, and conservation activities in the Langbiang Plateau, Vietnam, and globally. The diversity of bird species primarily consists of forest birds, mostly resident species with few migratory elements. With the presence of endemic and rare species, previous research results indicate that at least 32 bird species are listed in the Vietnam Red Data Book, 2007, and the IUCN Red List. Today, we will explore the bird fauna of the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve. This place is home to over 300 bird species, including many endemic and rare species, highlighting some unique birds. 1. The collared laughingthrush is an endemic bird species of Vietnam, easily distinguishable from other species in the region by its black head, gray ear patches, orange collar, and gray-orange wings. They usually live in pairs or small groups, with high territorial defense behaviors, using their loud calls to drive away other birds from their territory. They typically forage in the lower canopy and forest floor. This species is relatively shy and primarily inhabits evergreen forests. In the Biosphere Reserve, they are distributed at elevations above 1,500 meters and are considered indicators of low-mountain evergreen forest habitats. The collared laughingthrush is classified as endangered on the IUCN Red List. 2. The Mrs. Gould sunbird is known for its beautiful and attractive plumage, especially in males, with colors of red, yellow, brown, and a striking iridescent purple head. They often live in pairs or small groups and sometimes forage with other bird species. They attract a lot of attention from nature lovers, especially birdwatchers, due to their stunning plumage. They mainly forage in the middle and upper forest canopy, primarily feeding on nectar, but also consuming small insects like spiders. They mainly inhabit broadleaf evergreen forests, secondary forests, and forest edges, distributed at elevations of 1,000 to 2,600 meters. 3. The Vietnamese Cutia is an endemic bird species of Indochina, typically living in small groups and sometimes foraging with other bird species. They primarily forage in the middle and upper forest canopy, feeding on insects, seeds, and fruits. They mainly inhabit broadleaf evergreen forests and mixed broadleaf conifer forests, distributed at elevations of 1,200 to 2,100 meters. The number of individuals is declining due to habitat loss, and they are classified as near threatened on the IUCN Red List. 4. The yellow-billed nuthatch is a small bird with bright blue-green back and wings, and gray underparts. They have a distinct yellow bill and eye ring. This bird is endemic to Indochina and usually lives in small groups or pairs, sometimes forming mixed flocks with other bird species. They are shy and primarily inhabit evergreen forests, feeding mainly on insects. They are distributed at elevations of 900 to 2,500 meters. 5. The Vietnamese Greenfinch is an endemic bird species of Vietnam, with distinctive yellow and black plumage. Males generally have darker and more pronounced coloration compared to females. They typically live in small flocks, sometimes forming larger groups of over 20 individuals. They mainly forage in the upper forest canopy, feeding on pine seeds and sometimes insects. In the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve, they primarily inhabit pine forests and shrublands, distributed at elevations up to 2,000 meters. The Vietnamese greenfinch is considered an indicator species for pine forest habitats. 6. The gray-crowned Crocias is an endemic bird species of Vietnam, classified as endangered on the IUCN Red List. This bird has a black stripe extending from its eyes like a mask, warm brown-orange back, white belly, and gray-black striped sides. They typically live in pairs or small groups and sometimes form mixed flocks with other bird species. They primarily forage in the middle forest canopy, feeding mainly on insects. In the Biosphere Reserve, they inhabit evergreen forests, secondary forests, and forest edges, distributed at elevations up to over 2,000 meters. 7. The red crossbill has a stout body, large head, and unique crossbill used to extract seeds from pine cones. Males have red or pale orange plumage with gray or brown highlights, while females have pale olive-green plumage. They typically live in pairs or flocks and primarily forage in the middle and upper forest canopy, feeding mainly on pine seeds, larvae, insects, and small invertebrates. In the Langbiang Biosphere Reserve, the red crossbill mainly inhabits pine forests and mixed pine broadleaf forests, distributed at elevations of 1,300 to 2,900 meters. They are known as indicator species for pine forest habitats. 8. The black-throated tit is an endemic bird species of Indochina, with adults having gray upperparts, pale underparts, yellow eye ring, black throat, and a white face mask. They primarily forage in the middle and upper forest canopy, searching for food on small branches, feeding mainly on insects and occasionally seeds and fruits. They mainly inhabit broadleaf evergreen forests, mixed broadleaf conifer forests, secondary forests, and forest edges, distributed at elevations of 500 to 2,000 meters. The bird fauna in Langbiang not only plays a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity, but also contributes to the conservation of endemic and rare bird species. The presence of many bird species here also indicates the health of the local ecosystem. This is an ideal destination for researchers and birdwatching enthusiasts. Community education and environmental protection activities are organized to raise awareness among locals and visitors. Despite the protected status of the area, challenges such as deforestation and illegal bird hunting still exist. Therefore, it is essential to enhance forest monitoring and protection, ensure the preservation of primary forests and natural habitats, and promote awareness and education to highlight the importance of bird conservation and their habitats. International cooperation should be strengthened to implement conservation and research projects on bird species. The Langbiang Biosphere Reserve is a treasure trove of biodiversity, especially its rich bird fauna. Conservation and development efforts in this area not only contribute to the protection of rare bird species, but also play a vital role in maintaining global ecological balance. Conservation efforts in Langbiang.